won tonight against Cleveland State. What are you telling the guys going out in a match like that? It's to clinch the EWL championship, right? Mm-hmm. Guys, get back in the. You didn't win it last year. You win it this year. What's the message to the guys going out there against Cleveland State?
I think you have to tell your guys to wrestle the same all the time. Put out their best product. Whether you're wrestling, the number 1 ranked team last week or, a team that's not ranked number 1. So I think your approach has to be the same. Your warm up, you've got to always prepare, the same so that you have good performances all the time. And
guys went out and were getting pinned. We're running up a lot of points. I was impressed with that, but in looking at it, what do you guys do from that week? That's totally different preparation from Oklahoma State to Cleveland State. But what do you tell the guys as far as preparation, and how do the guys get better in a week after, you really pushed Oklahoma State? It was a great duel. How do guys get better from that week to this week?
I think just confidence, but the preparation is the same. We're training hard. I just wanted the guys to score points, and I think, and I told them after this, if we can go out and attack like we did tonight and apply that, to when we wrestled the better guys, I think we're going to have some good results.
Looking at, you guys are in national duels. You guys are actually going to take national duels next week. We don't know who your opponent is, but 7 o'clock next week, next Saturday, you guys are going to take on a Big Ten opponent. Do you feel like, you guys, after not winning the EWL last year, what are the strides you think you guys made from last season to this season? And, you get your back and you won the league. What have you guys done differently, or was there anything done differently?
I don't think you ever do anything differently unless you think the plan's broken, or faulty. We stick to the plan. If the guys, if we fall short, we just, put our hard hat back on and go back to work, a week after the Nationals. And so I don't think we did anything differently. We'll just keep going to work.
EWL tournament should be a barn burner. Riders obviously pretty strong again. They won the tournament last year. You got 2 guys that moved up, 2 165s that moved up from 57. Walsh and Matthews. One of the most entertaining matches I saw last year. It's going to be a barn burner again this year. I don't think did Matthews wrestle him in the duel this year?
Yeah, we lost.
You lost in the duel, and you lost in the duel last year. What do you guys got to do? I mean, this guy's crazy. Matthews is nuts. I don't know if you watched his interview last week, but he's like, hey, when my knees go, they go, but I'm all right with it. I'll wrestle through it.
Yeah, I'm not all right with that. Yeah.
He said that. He said that you treat him a little differently on some things where you don't have to do the wear and tear on him. And that's something where some athletes you got to do that with. But what's that guy got to do to knock Walsh off?
I think he just has to, in certain positions, obviously Walsh is good, and we got to score our points, and we got to keep moving. And we got ridden a little bit in the duel, so we got to get off the bottom. But he just has to go out and wrestle. I think when he goes out and lets it fly, good things happen.
141 is still the big question I have for you. I'm going to ask you about it until you guys are done, and I see I don't know who the guy is going to be. Do you know who's got the guy is going to be? Hagen again, very tentative tonight. I thought he might have had a takedown on the edge, but tentative. He's a guy that only tries to maybe score off one attack, it seems, a match.
Yeah.
And obviously Lugo, he's wild on the bottom. He's got crazy hips. Who's going to be the guy for Edinboro at 141?
Well, right now Nate is, Ozzy's a little dinged up, so Nate's going to be in there for a little bit. He just has to attack. I mean, he can learn from, Showstall and Russell and Pat Lugo, and these guys are going out and throwing up a lot of points. I think he just has to learn from that and trust his offense, and he'll do fine.
Showstall, I love it. I love the guy's style. It's great. Listen, hey, he had Crutchmer on the ropes last week. The guy is a bona fide scorer from a lot of crazy positions, but he does a lot of stuff I like. I mean, that's a guy, that I didn't get a chance to look at the last coaches panel ranking, but you got a couple bubble guys. Showstall being one of them. I like how that guy wrestles. What do you got to do to get your bubble guys in?
Win the EWL tournament, I think, is the easiest way. You just win your conference, but like I said it last week to you, I can't believe there's 33 guys better than him. He's a good wrestler, and he goes out hard. I can't imagine anyone wants to wrestle him, in the first round of the Nationals. So he tries real hard, goes out hard, and he did today. He had like 10 points in the first minute.
Last thing, we're going to see a 2-piece next week against whoever the opponent is, whatever opponent you guys have in the national duels. 2-piece singlets, what are you doing? You're going to keep me guessing?
I don't know. Some of them like them, some of them don't. I don't know. Ty's shaking his head, but Ty wrestled so good in the 2-piece, we're going to have to go with it.
Coach. You got anything else for me?
No,
Thanks for the time.
go Burrow.